The M8A1, America's lightweight tank destroyer with a heavy punch. In the sprawling metal theater of World War II, the M8A1 rarely grabbed center stage. It wasn't the iconic Sherman, the burly Pershing, or a Tiger Slayer by any stretch. Yet this nimble, lightly armored tank destroyer proved itself through grit, versatility, and surprising battlefield success, frequently outperforming expectations. It was an odd mix of scout, sniper, and jack-of-all-trades. For the U.S. Army, that unique blend proved invaluable on multiple fronts. Let's pop the hatch, kick over the Cadillac engines, and get acquainted with the M8A1, a modest American vehicle that carved out a bold reputation. Two M8s, one war, sorting out the confusion. Before diving into the M8A1's story, it's helpful to untangle a common mix-up. World War II featured two M8s, the M8 Howitzer Motor Carriage, or HMC, and the M8A1 Tank Destroyer. The M8 HMC, nicknamed the Scot, was a 75mm howitzer-toting version of the M5 Stuart light tank, built to support infantry. The M8A1, our focus here, was a tank destroyer, adapted from the M5A1 Stuart chassis with a very different role, tracking and eliminating enemy tanks. Though both shared a light build, open turrets, and quick movement, their missions were worlds apart. The M8A1 wasn't just there to support, it was designed to strike first and fast. Engineering a killer. Adaptation over reinvention. By 1943, American light tanks like the M3 and M5 Stuart were clearly falling behind. German tanks, Panzer IVs, Panthers, and Tigers, could tear them apart from afar. The Army needed something with more punch and better agility. So engineers took the familiar Stuart platform and upgraded it into something deadlier. The M8A1, born from the T-56 gun motor carriage prototype. The core design goals? Better firepower than a regular light tank, maintain speed and mobility, keep it cheap and quick to manufacture, use an open turret to save weight and improve visibility, even if that meant a higher risk from above. A specs breakdown: light, quick, and well armed. Time to peek under the hood and check out what made the M8A1 tick. Chassis was an M5A1 Stuart light tank. Weight, approximately 17 tons. Engine, twin Cadillac Series 42 V8s. Horsepower, 222 horsepower combined. Speed, 36 miles per hour or 58 kilometers per hour. Armament, 75mm M3 gun, same as early Shermans. Secondary, 50 caliber Browning M2 HMG. Armor thickness, 9.5 to 25 millimeters. Don't expect miracles. And a crew of 4. The highlight, that 75mm M3 gun, originally fitted to early Shermans, was potent against Panzer III and IV models, especially from side or ambush attacks. And the speed? Impressive. Its lightweight and responsive handling meant the M8A1 could dart across the battlefield, repositioning with ease where slower tank destroyers could not. Fighting smart, speed over firepower. The M8A1 wasn't built for slugfests. Facing German tanks head-on was asking for trouble. Instead, its strength lay in ambushing enemy armor from cover, scouting with better protection than a jeep or half-track, providing fire support for infantry, flanking and pestering slower tanks. Picture it as a mosquito with teeth, annoying and dangerous if you let your guard down. That said, its open-topped design was a risky trade-off. It made for great vision and saved weight, but exposed the crew to shrapnel, snipers, and even tossed grenades. Every fight was a roll of the dice. On the battlefield, Europe's nimble fighter. Although it wasn't mass-produced like the Sherman, the M8A1 saw meaningful action in Europe. It was used by tank destroyer battalions and recon units, stepping in wherever quick firepower was needed. In Normandy's thick hedgerows, M8A1s struck from hiding, then slipped away. In the Ardennes, they delayed German advances and screened Allied movements. While not suited to brawls, in skilled hands they were deadly in hit-and-run combat. Crews who mastered its quirks came to value its agility and punch. It wasn't a brawler, it was a marksman. A stepping stone in U.S. armored doctrine. The M8A1 wasn't flashy or revolutionary, but it mattered. It marked a shift from using light tanks as mainline fighters to developing specialized platforms like the M18 Hellcat and M36 Jackson. It also showed the growing realization that speed and firepower could sometimes trump armor. Though quickly retired after World War II, the M8A1 played a role in shaping the U.S. Army's evolving tactics, especially the emphasis on maneuver warfare that could define Cold War strategy. The bottom line, a small tank with a big impact. In the World War II armor lineup, the M8A1 might be that scrappy underdog. Quick with a jab, always on the move, and dangerous if underestimated. It wasn't made to take punishment. It wasn't built to be iconic. But in the right hands, it showed that with speed, precision, and smart tactics, even a little tank could leave a big impression. So the next time you flip through the pages of tank history, give the M8A1 a respectful nod. It didn't need to be a Sherman to earn its stripes. It just needed to move fast, hit hard, and know when to get out of dodge.